Hey guys, Notorious here, and welcome back to another Fallout 76 armor guide. Now, today's armor guide is going to be on the Ultracite power armor. Okay, so we're going to first talk about its locations, as I do with all the other power armors. Now, if you want to find the Ultracite power armor and you haven't completed the campaign, that's probably why you cannot find it. So, basically, you're going to go to where is she? Fort Defiance. Come down here to Fort Defiance. You need to do a quest in Fort Defiance in order to find the Ultracite power armor plans. Now, on the top floor in Tagrides Terminal, on the top floor of Fort Defiance, you will find the plans on the computer to learn. Excuse me. So, basically, you need to complete the first campaign, the original, not all the other stuff that came after it, to unlock the Ultracite power armor. Now, another thing is, if you want it rewarded to you, a full set is rewarded after the Belly of the Beast quest for the Brotherhood. That is still in the original quest line. That is here at Glass Cavern. That's one of the last few missions before you're able to do I Am Become Death, which is the last quest on the original quest line. Now, for the mods and finding mod plans, I don't know of any vendor that sells them. So you can go ahead and check White Springs Resort or the Bunker. Those are the only two I could really think of, but I've never seen Ultracite plans there. So the only other place would be down here at the Scorched Earth event when you have to fight the Scorched Queen, and it is dropped by her. I have found them a couple times. It should be here. Any other places I am not actually quite sure. If anyone does know of any other places, please let me know and help out anybody else in the comments. Alright, so let's talk about this thing's durability. Now, see, well, durability and stats, of course. So, the durability of any power armor, nobody knows. And the problem with that is because you don't really need to know it, because as you see on the left-hand side, you see like the power armor outline. If it turns red, that means it's about to break. If it's broken or it doesn't show anything, that means it is broken. That is why no one has logs of the numbers. But it's also really hard to tell, especially if you're trying to figure out what armor is best used for like durability or damage or whatever it is that you're looking for. The problem is nobody knows those answers. So basically you're just going to have to go off of the basically just wearing it and hoping that doesn't break as much. If it seems to break a lot versus another type of armor, go ahead and try another armor. Like, that's all I can really tell you. I did have a hypothesis of like how to test it, and that was to put one piece at a time on the armor and go stand and get shot at basically and count how many hits until it breaks. So then you would know, but still that doesn't really tell you a number of its durability. It's just how many hits you can take. So it's just a theory. If you guys want to test it out, you don't have to. Now, I was talking about its stats. So a total full set of level 50, as you can see, this armor only comes in level 50. You can't get it any other level. So a full set of level 50 has 453 damage resistance and 393 energy resistance with 393 radiation resistance. So basically it's kind of like the T60. It's basically, that's what it is. It's T60 power armor with Ultracite enhanced in it. That's really all this armor is. I actually, if I remember correctly, I think T60 is better than this in damage resistance. I'm not quite sure, don't quote me on that. But since it is technically just T60 with a paint job and a little bit more armor on it, I'm not quite sure. What else is it? We're going to talk about its perks. So the perks that you can use in power armor. So if you go to your skills here, if you would like advanced durability or improved durability on your armor, you're going to need this perk, Fix It Good. Now, this perk will increase your durability of your power armor from 100 to 200. So as you saw before on my armor, there was like a bar and then a little lighter bar over it. That lighter bar is the more durability. Next up, pick a perk, please. In strength, you're going to want, there is Pain Train, which damage and staggers enemies by sprinting into them. So if you do happen to be sprinting a lot in power armor and you want to disorient your your enemies, this would be helpful. Next thing is Full Charge, one of the perks that I definitely advise with anybody who uses power armor, and that is sprinting consumes fewer or less extra fusion core energy, and then when you upgrade it to 2 stars, it consumes 0. So basically, you can sprint and it doesn't drain your fusion core like crazy. I believe that's it. Next thing are in intelligence. Oops, intelligence. We already talked about Fix It Good. Right here, portable power. So basically, this perk just reduces the weight of your power armor. I don't quite understand how this works, since even though it is a separate set of power armor, but I do know power armor gives you plus 10 to your carry weight. So then is it taking away the carry weight, or I'm not quite sure how it works, but if your power armor seems to be weighing you down, you can use this perk. Next up, you're going to need Power Patcher. I suggest you have this along with Fix It Good. Now, as you read it, it says your power armor breaks 20% slower and is cheaper to repair. That is not what this perk card is saying. It is saying that your power armor will break 20% less and is 20% cheaper to repair. So, basically, you're probably going to want a maxed out version of this in your inventory, not currently on you, just like kind of there. So when you go to repair your armor, you just equip both Fix It Good and Power Patcher. So then it's 60% cheaper to repair, and you repair it over 200%. Next, of course, you're going to need Powersmith. Anybody who's using power armor, you guys should know to always have this with you. You're going to need this maxed out so that you can put on whatever tier mods you need. And Power User, I suggest this also for anyone who's using power armor. Basically, it increases the amount of fusion core energy in the fusion core. So 1 star is 30, 2 stars 60, and 3 stars is the duration is doubled. So instead of like 100%, that's 200%. So that is incredibly helpful for anyone who's using power armor. And for the last perk is Stabilized. For anyone who's using heavy guns, I advise this perk. Heavy guns gain more accuracy and ignore 15% of armor. If I'm going to theorize that how this perk works is it's 15% more accuracy, because they just can't not be like, hey, here's some more accuracy on your gun, and it's like 1 accuracy or 2 or some random ass number. I'm pretty sure all cards that have something like that say and then tell you whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it's whatever the original number is. So just like in what was it, Fix It Good, or jeez, I can't even remember, in Power Patcher. So I'm pretty sure these two perks have the exact same kind of setup. So I'm pretty sure it's 15% more accuracy and ignores 15% armor. And then with the max amount, it's 45% more accuracy and 45 ignore armor is how I would guess it would work. You would have to test that theory by having a heavy armor or heavy weapon on you with your power armor and compare numbers. So then you would know exactly how much accuracy is given to you. So that would be the only other way I could really think of how this would work. Alright, I believe that is it for that. Whoa, it is dark out. What the heck just happened? We're having a rad storm in the middle of my video? No, not allowed. Alright, now the last thing we're going to talk about is the power cores. So, as everybody knows, these beautiful things, as I quickly step out of it, come on, hurry up. These, your fusion core, sorry, power core, fusion core, same damn difference, doesn't matter. So these things are hard for some of you guys to find. I do know that for sure because I've run into many people using power armor and they don't have full fusion cores, which I don't understand how you guys don't, because they are everywhere. You can find them. I found them in ammo cases sometimes. I found them just wandering the world. I have found them in, what are those called? The fusion generators, but of course, everyone always takes them. You can craft them, but of course, you have to understand how flux works, and I don't even know that. So your best bet is to come down to these. Any of the power plants have a fusion core maker in them. So just like how you would mine your lead and your nuclear material, your acid, all your other stuff, it does it with fusion cores. Now, you can only have one of these sites at a time, the workbenches, or whatever they're called. Like, I don't even use them. So basically you can come here and it'll make fusion cores over time, which is extremely handy. The other thing I advise you guys doing is when you see anyone having that little V right there and it says ammo, most of the time people sell power cores or fusion cores, sorry, same difference. So basically, you're going to find fusion cores anywhere in the world. Some people do sell them for a ridiculous price, so check. The lowest I've seen fusion cores sell for is like 50 caps, and that's a fucking steal. Like, take those immediately. But if they're about like 100, that's still good because you're paying for the durability of the fusion core. So if the fusion core is at like 100 and they're selling it for 100, that's good because you save, I think it's a fusion core is 175 caps, so you're paying 75 caps less. So it's extremely handy. But if they're selling like a fusion core that's like 100% at like 200, that's not worth it. Don't buy that. Or if they're selling it for 50 at 100, not worth it, people. Don't buy those. So, oh, it disappeared on me. Why? Come back here. Alright, so this nice little armor they gave us, the only power armor that you can find in Fallout 76. What am I trying to say? Basically, this armor I don't think is in any other Fallout. I don't remember it being in Fallout 4. So of course this is 76's own different version of power armor. If you guys do want it, I've told you exactly how to get it. If you have not finished the original questline, that is why you cannot obtain this armor unless you've just been finding legendaries. But then again, trying to find legendaries of this armor is incredibly difficult, so it'd just be a lot better to craft the armor and make your own. But of course, that is a subject for another day. So, if you guys have any questions, please tell me. I will try my best to answer them. And if anyone down below can help out everybody else, that would be very grateful. Anyway, guys, if you liked the video, please comment down below and tell me what you think. My name is Notorious, and have a wonderful day.